Hey everybody, what's going on? Your host AMF1534 here. Welcome back to Let's Play some more Heretic Shadow of the Serpent Riders. This is the second to last level in the entire game. It is a very difficult one at that, but we are almost there. It's crazy to think about. So if you guys were watching on the last episode, it was definitely my longest one that I've done for this series so far. It was very frustrating in about every way that I can think of. But now that we got through it, this one is definitely not quite as taxing on my mind. So we will get through it, and then, my dear God, the final level will be upon us. I don't even know if I'm ready for it. The last level is insane. I'm just gonna say that. I'm not gonna go into any more detail about it because I want you guys to be able to get the full experience. But my God, that level is nuts. That is all I'm going to speak on it. So, I have been on this, I mean, you guys know I'm a big sports blogger and all this jazz. I do a lot of that in my spare time when I'm not doing stuff like this, or, you know, everything else that I do on a regular basis, but I'm on this, I have the sports blogging site that I'm on all the time, and they have all these, like, miscellaneous topics of discussion that you can go into, and, I mean, obviously, since I'm, you know, a health and supplement guru, self-proclaimed, of course, even though that is my profession as a human being, you know, they have a category in there for health and supplements that I decided to create for people to ask me about products and all this shit. And there's this guy in there that he just, like, no matter what I say, he's just on this tangent of saying that buying, you know, vitamins and supplements is a complete waste of time and money because they're not natural. Which, that right there is like the biggest crock of shit that I have ever heard spewing out of a man's facial orifice ever. It's like, okay, and like and the thing is too is that he's saying, well, you need to get all your stuff by, you know, by juicing and eating, you know, raw fruits and vegetables and stuff, which a lot of the ingredients for these products that I sell come from natural sources. Like, they're not synthetically made. So his argument is like totally null and void, but he absolutely will not admit it. He is saying that, you know, there's no such thing as, you know, natural supplements coming packed into a pill, which, no, they don't, but the ingredients that they get for these things to go get packed into these pills, they're natural. I mean, they're not cooked up in a lab. Like, they're real things. Not to mention that your body can't decipher the difference between them. Like, if you were to go, like, let's say you're eating a carrot to get vitamin A. So, okay, so you would eat a carrot to get vitamin A. Your body cannot decipher the difference between eating a raw carrot or like taking a vitamin A supplement where they literally take a carrot, they dehydrate it, they grind it into a powder, and then they put it into a capsule made out of vegetable, out of vegetable materials. Your body's not going to tell the difference. It's going to take you maybe 20 minutes, like 20 more minutes to, like, you know, absorb the nutrients, but they're still identical nutrients. There's nothing about the two of those that are different in any way, shape, or form. So, I mean, they're literally the same thing, but this guy absolutely will not admit that. I mean, the science is there. There's I mean, yeah, there are definitely a number of brands of vitamins out there that totally suck ballsack, like the ones from GNC or the ones that you would find at like a local grocery store. Yeah, those ones, you know, suck the bottom quadrant of a whale's butthole. But that, you know, that does not speak volumes for everybody else, where these things were formulated by like world-renowned doctors and shit. So this is the type of argument that I've been having to make with this freaking douche finger for the last probably like 3 or 4 days. I mean, we've been going back and forth about this stuff for a lot longer than I care to, but it's because he literally absolutely will not sway in his argument anywhere. And he's like saying that, well, you know, all the vitamin companies have only been around for like, you know, 50 years, and it's not long enough to test. It's like, how can you say that it's not they haven't been around long enough to be tested? That's fucking 50 years. Some of these things have been around for 100, like over 100 years. Not to mention that there's more than one like area of natural medicine. I mean, there's vitamins, obviously, and that's where most of his argument's coming from, but there's herbs. I mean, there's not really a lot of ways that you can go against that discussion. Herbs are herbs, man. I mean, it is what it is. But yeah, I don't know. It's fucking weird. This level, by the way, since I've been on a health tangent this entire episode so far, this level is about as equally stressing as the last level that we just did. I also had about, in its own right, compared to the last episode that we did that took me about 35 minutes or whatever to actually get through, this one took me of pretty equal amounts of time to deal with, just because of the fact that there's a certain area in here, and I'll tell you about it when I get there, but I didn't realize, it was like the same exact thing. I didn't realize, you know, what I was supposed to do to get through this one area. And then when I finally figured it out, I was like, God damn it, Adam, you fucking moron. How do you not figure this stuff out? Like, what are you doing? So yeah, but back to my other argument here. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, okay, never mind. I know what's going on. I remember now. I remember. Yeah, we're cooking with gas now. As soon as we get up to the top of this area, that's when things are going to get serious. That's when I'm going to get all excited and stuff. And, by the way, the United States had an insane day in the Olympics today, for those of you that actually care about that, and for those of you that pay attention to it. The United States had a remarkable day, so to speak. I mean, they beat the shit out of everybody. Like, they got, I think that up to this point, they got 5 gold medals, they got like 3 silver, 2 bronze. I mean, they definitely they opened up a can of whoop shit. Yeah, a can of whoop shit. That's a new off-brand label version of whoop ass. They definitely opened up a can on the Chinese today, which means I think they're now up, if I remember correctly, I think they're up like 10 medals on them now. Ooh. There's a switch right there. I don't know what it does, but there's a switch there. Let's pick up some health on the way over here. Well, yeah, so I mean that's my spiel for the day. Pretty much, I hate when people are so close-minded to things, and like he's pretty much saying like I'm not saying that his idea is wrong. Like his idea is like you should only get your vitamins from like juicing and, you know, eating raw fruits and vegetables. I have no problem with that. I have no problem with people using, you know, a fucking one of those Jack LaLanne juicers or like a Vitamixer or whatever. I got no problem with that. You know, if you want to do it that way, more power to you. I mean, I know I advertise doing that to plenty of my customers, but what I do have a problem with is him saying that, you know, taking supplements is a crock of shit and it's a waste of money and time, when there's hundreds and hundreds of thousands of clinical studies from world-renowned doctors and institutions saying that, hey, if you take this in supplement form, you're fucking good to go. So don't be a fucking closed-minded idiot and, you know, try to take people away. I mean, he's pretty much not allowing this guy to form his own opinion about things. I'm giving this guy at least a choice. This guy's like, no, you can only do it this way and you can only listen to me, blah, 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 blah. If you listen to this other guy, then you're going to fucking die and never be able to do anything ever again because I said it that way. So yeah, there's my 9-minute spiel about that. Now let's play some fucking Heretic and not have to talk about vitamins. So for those of you that weren't really down to listen to that, I'm sorry that I took up so much of your time on that topic, but, you know, I do have a passion about that shit, and I had to get it off my chest, and I do use this as, you know, an outlet for my relief of stress sometimes. And I wanted to get it out here instead of doing it later on today because I'm going to be out of town for a good portion of the evening. Because my friend Maddie's filming a music video. For those of you that have been visiting my page long enough, you actually know who he is. I've done a couple of co-op series with him in the past, and so he's a musician, and he's going to be filming a music video tonight, and I'm going to be taking part in that. So I will be out of town for the evening. That's one reason why I'm filming this earlier than what I usually do. Ooh. Ah, shit. Okay, yeah, I need to funnel one of these things into my blood now. There we go. I wonder if it's... I wonder if, like, these magical quartz flask things are, like... They're like... I wonder if they're, like, the equivalent of what bottles of laudanum were like in Amnesia: The Dark Descent. Oh! Shit, that reminds me. I'm sitting here talking about other games and shit during this. It's funny. I was talking to a guy today, and he showed... he sent me a link. I was talking to him on Steam, and he sent me a link for a trailer to this one game that, oh my god, I cannot wait to play it. I mean, I've been kind of away from doing blind runs of games for a little while now, which I'm kind of sad about it. I mean, I've been wanting to do that for a little while now, and this guy sent me a link to what may be one of the tightest games ever. It's called I think it's, what was it called? Among the Sleep? I think that's what it was called. I'm not positive. I don't remember. It's definitely on my favorites in my YouTube thing, which, I mean, I haven't made that available to other people to look at. I don't know where the fuck I'm going. It's happening again. No! I hate when this happens. I think that I actually need to go up here anyways. I think that the way that I need to get into this thing is from going over here. There we go. Okay. There's some way to get into the place that I need to get into, and I'm going to kill these guys. Eat it! You're gonna fucking die! Wow, yeah, he really died. The sheer force threw him off the edge. Ba-boom! Shablansky. Hey, F, ask me what time it is. Put a sock in it, Philb. Okay, here we go. Now, there's some way to do this. I don't remember what... Oh, here we go. We need to jump into the building from up there, and I definitely did not do that very clean at all. But that's the way to do it. I'm definitely not going to make this episode nearly as long as I did in the last one, because that one was like 29 minutes or something like that. Today is Nomar's 29th birthday. For those of you that ever played MLB, I think it was MLB Inside the Park 2003, or well, it was like some baseball game for the original Xbox when it first came out. That fucking thing. I had so many nightmares about that. Not like real, genuine nightmares, but they had like challenges in that game that you had to do that were fucking outrageously difficult. Which one of them, which was for Nomar Garcia Parra's 29th birthday, where I think he hit like, he had like fucking like 6 RBIs and all this shit, and you had to do it exactly the way that it was done. Fucking hated it. What the hell is going on? Oh, they weren't letting me move because they were running into me. Because you can't just like trample over them or anything. I mean, God forbid that you're just like, oh, these fucking bats need to get out of my damn way before I put my size 13 right in their facial area. Okay. Now, something is going to happen here. Ooh, there we go. I'll take that. Wait a minute, is there a door down here? There's a doorway down here. Aha! Yeah, see. Ah! Damn it. Who turned out the lights? Who had the technology to turn out the lights? I don't know. Oh, shit. Okay, I didn't know that I had 94 health. I'm not nearly as mad about it now. Give me a torch, actually. I haven't used a lot of torches in this game. There we go. Yeah, I'll use that. We need that. I don't really know where that's going to take me, necessarily. Ooh, here we go. Let's save right here. Oh, where are we now? Oh, okay. This area of the game, actually, is where this shit started pissing me off. Really, really badly. There's just a certain part of this that I don't know exactly... I'll know it when I actually find the room, but I couldn't figure out that there was a certain thing that I had to find that I couldn't find it. I didn't know that I was supposed to hit a certain thing, and when I finally figured it out about 2 hours later, oh man, was I pissed. It was right in front of me the whole time. And I had somebody else tell me earlier today that sometimes in videos, when I get like really into it, I talk really fast, and so I know that I do that, and if I talk a little bit too fast for you guys sometimes, just let me know. I know that it can be a little bit, you know, hard to understand what I say sometimes when I get like way into shit. But yeah. Now I need to get. I don't know whether this is gonna help me or not. Is this gonna take me where I need to go? No. It's not really going to help me at all, actually. That's not what I wanted. That'll help me later, but not right now. What we need to do is we need to get inside this building. I don't remember how to do it. As soon as I get in... Oh, we can go in here from here. Okay, so I'm going to do just a couple short things in here, and then I will have to be out of time for now, because I still actually have to take a shower and then, you know, get myself all ready for this shit. I'm be going up to Portland to the airport. See, this exactly was it. It was as simple as shooting that. That's all I had to do, and I would have been able to progress, but I didn't know that. I didn't know that you needed to do that in order to get through this. And because of that, I ended up wasting a lot of time and energy running around like a fucking chicken with my balls and head cut off. I mean, like, I don't know where to go. Oh, no, 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 don't use that. Don't use that. God. I had the wrong weapon chosen for that. If I would have used that, I would have blown myself to smithereens. To smithrines. Alright. Now, are we good? Are we good here? Is there anything that I need to get that I'm not getting so far? Okay, there's a Tome of Power. That's good. I will take this. We'll go back in. Back into the fray again. I think I can go up here. Yeah, this is where I need to go. It's the bat! Oh, sweet. The Wings of Wrath. We'll need that very quickly. Alright, guys, so this is your host, AMF1534, saying when we come back on the next episode, we have that little red warping pad to go through, and then we are going to move across this level, and then the next, or actually the last level is not too far away, so it may possibly be the last installment of Heretic Shadow of the Serpent Riders, but I'm not sure, so we'll just have to see then. See you guys later, and I'll let you know how that music video shoot goes, so take care, guys.